2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On play action, Lawrence. That's brought in downfield by London.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Meanwhile, Lawrence is thrown here into the hands of Moore.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Touchdown! Drake London, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Dragons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's inside the 20.
Ready?
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Now 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 31. Now a toss right to Barkley.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! From 13 yards out.
And the Dragons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Broncos at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Out of the gun now on third down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. He's got the first down and more than that.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Once again, it's Jacobs.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. That escapes the sack. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, something they've worked on since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Now a hit and a loose football. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down, Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's more on the return. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Lawrence's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And all the way down to the 5. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal.
Lawrence will throw. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
That's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And quickly they get to the line. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Go, Reed, go! Dragon 60! Street! Street! Go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Brown's got it for a Denver touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 34.
134 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll go to Barkley again. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 5. Play action. It's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Cougar 19. Warrior 70.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left.
And this one too low.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
There he goes, left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
30 left. Clock.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
202 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular. Oh, my goodness, they can go all day. And, in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know it's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City, the air.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious. I feel my raptures. You ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great has ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? What is a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing. I'm gonna show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I want to form in a